So as I said earlier that there are certain predefined rules for naming variables, and those rules are presented in here. So first thing is that the variable must start with a letter. So if you want to, let's clear the environment. So if you want to make a variable, then it should start with the alphabet like K, A, B, C up to Z, whatever. So it cannot start with a number. So if I start a variable with a number and then store a value, let's say 10 in it, it will generate an error because a variable should always start with an alphabet or the English keyword. So if I write K is equal to 10, then now K contains the value 10. So second thing is that can be quite large, up to 63 characters. So you can put whatever uh, whatever number, not whatever, 63 up to 63 variables, English alphabets into a variable's name. The third thing is that it can contain digits and underscores. So uh, it can contain digits, so it can contain 1, 2, 3 up to whatever number, but it should not start with a digit. It should always start with an alphabet. So now if I write K1, 2, 3 or whatever and assign it, let's say 100, now this variable contains this value. So it can contain digits also, but it should start with the alphabet. Second thing is it can contain the underscores also. So you can write K underscore T underscore, let's say, I don't know, L is equal to 10. So it can contain underscore also. Now underscores are usually, I wrote here a dummy variable, but they're usually used for spaces. So if you want, like suppose that you want to, in your problem there's a variable or there's a concept or anything, let's say natural growth. So if so the natural growth in variable is written something like this. You cannot put spaces between variables. So this is something that you cannot do. So for spaces you can use underscore. So underscore growth is equal to now whatever value you want to assign it. So underscores are used for that purpose. Okay. Other thing is that they are case sensitive. So uh, what does it mean is that if I write k is equal to 10 n, so it's a small k, and now if I write capital K is equal to 10, so these two are two different variables. I should assign another value to it. So the small k contains the value 10 and the capital K contains the value 30. So the variables are case sensitive. So if you put it in lowercase or in uppercase, they will make them a different variable. So suppose I write here natural with a capital N is equal to 12 and natural with a small or lowercase n 20. So these two are different variables. So that's what case sensitive means. Other thing is avoid names that are already names for built-in functions. So this is something really important and should be paid attention to. As we saw earlier in the previous slides, that there are predefined Matlab functions like sine d, square root, and factorial and all that. So avoid naming your variables as the function names in Matlab. It will generate error and it will cause difficulties. So suppose I write clear CLC cos is equal to 10. Now even though it's assigned this value, but you should better avoid naming variables as the predefined functions in Matlab. It's not a good practice to do and it should usually be avoided. Okay, so moving forward, so here are just simple examples. Variable name 1 is assigned 10, city this. So you can also perform operations on variables. I demonstrated these in earlier examples, like A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A multiplied by B plus again A divided by, I don't know, I'm just doing random stuff. So you can perform such operations on variables also. Okay, so here are some predefined keywords in the Matlab that are used for different purposes. We won't be explaining all of them right now. They will be explained as we progress through this course, but here are some of them present which should not be used as variable names, and they are used for built-in commands and other such things that we'll be seeing soon. Clear and CLC are also one of those special commands. So uh, the keyword clear, which clears the variables, and the CLC, which clears the environment, they are also such predefined keywords, and they should not be used for variable names. Predefined variable names. So the one pi that I demonstrated earlier, there are also other such predefined variable names, such as answer. So if you write a random expression, let's say 3 plus 3, the result is automatically stored in this predefined variable answer. Similarly, pi stores the value for pi. Epsilon is the smallest difference between two numbers. Infinity stores infinity. Iota or ji or j stores the uh, number iota, which is an imaginary number. It's a concept in mathematical subjects. Uh, the iota represent the square root of a negative number. So that is built into the MATLAB by the variable names I and j. So if I write I, um, clear, you'll see I or j. So if I write A, uh, then it will return me a complex number, which is an imaginary unit of iota here. Same goes for j. So if I write j, it prints me the same result. So these two are used for imaginary numbers or complex numbers. So let's declare a variable a is equal to 10 plus 20i, which is a complex number. This is the real part and this is the imaginary part. So now variable a is assigned this value, which contains both real and imaginary parts. So that's what the I and j variables are predefinedly used for. N and n is used for not a number. So usually when there's some mathematical error, or you can say that the result shoots up or blows up, then it is returned as either an infinity or as a not a number. So that's what it is used for.